Picture this. You are standing in the middle of bustling traffic, the cacophony of honking horns around you, and your heart is pounding like a drum. Or maybe you have just received an email that makes your stomach churn with anxiety. In such moments of emotional chaos, has it ever crossed your mind that there is a guiding philosophy that offers a steady hand? How can Stoicism help us take the reins and master emotional control? Welcome to the world of Stoicism, a timeless philosophy that equips us with tools to find calm amid the storm. Stoicism is not just about stiff upper lips or indifference, but rather, it is a powerful framework that teaches us to understand and navigate our emotions. Throughout this video, we will unveil various Stoic techniques that promise to transform how you handle emotional turmoil. We will delve into ideas like reshaping perception, embracing acceptance, and discovering the calm that comes with letting go. So get comfortable and ready yourself to step into a journey that might just change your perspective and give you newfound mastery over your emotional world. The power of perception. By simply realizing that our perception shapes our reality, we unlock a profound Stoic insight. Imagine you're looking at a glass filled halfway, and you have the choice to see it as half full or half empty. This simple decision can change your entire mindset. According to the Stoics, our emotional responses are not dictated by events themselves, but by how we perceive these events. By shifting our perspective, we can take control of our emotions rather than letting them control us. Take the famous example of Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Despite facing constant pressures and challenges as a ruler, he chose to see adversity as an opportunity for growth and learning. By embracing this perception, he maintained his calm and composure even amidst turmoil. Or consider Epictetus, a slave who became a revered Stoic philosopher. He taught that it's not what happens to us that matters, but how we react to it. Imagine the strength in viewing obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as stepping stones to develop resilience. By actively reframing our perceptions, we can transform our experiences and manage our emotional responses with grace and wisdom. As we explore the next Stoic technique, practicing negative visualization, we will see how anticipating challenges can further enhance emotional control by diminishing fear and anxiety. Practicing negative visualization involves imagining scenarios where things might not go as planned, but in doing so, you mentally brace yourself for such outcomes. Now, this might sound counterintuitive, especially when we are often told to think positively. However, by envisioning potential challenges or losses, you are not succumbing to pessimism but instead preparing yourself emotionally. This preparation can be likened to rehearsing for a performance. Picture yourself rehearsing a speech over and over, acknowledging the difficult questions that may arise. When the actual moment comes, you are not caught off guard. Similarly, Stoics believe negative visualization reduces anxiety and fear by simulating these scenarios in your mind beforehand, thereby diminishing their emotional impact if they do occur. For instance, imagine you are worried about a big presentation. By visualizing possible hiccups like technical issues or difficult questions, you mentally equip yourself to handle them gracefully should they arise. This practice empowers you, providing a sense of calm and readiness. Instead of fearing the unknown, you face it with a composed mindset, knowing you have considered and accepted potential outcomes. As we further explore how Stoic techniques can enhance our lives, let's delve into the art of embracing the present moment, which allows us to fully engage with the now and improve our emotional regulation. Embrace the present moment by dedicating yourself to the here and now, as emphasized in Stoic wisdom. When we focus our attention on the present, we free ourselves from the burdens of past regrets and future anxieties. This is a powerful practice that can enhance our emotional regulation and decision-making. Imagine being fully engaged in a conversation with a friend, free from the distractions of your phone or intrusive thoughts about tomorrow's tasks. In that moment, your presence is a gift not only to your friend but also to yourself, as it fosters a sense of calm and clarity. The Stoics believed that by concentrating on what is immediately before us, we can react more thoughtfully rather than impulsively. When we live in the moment, we harness all our mental resources to deal with what is actually happening, rather than wasting energy on what might have been or could be. This mindful approach can lead to a more balanced emotional state and allow us to make decisions that are more aligned with our values and goals. Picture a day when you feel overwhelmed by your endless to-do list. By focusing solely on one task at a time without worrying about the others, you can work more efficiently and with less stress. By adopting this present-focused mindset, we begin to see our emotional world shift towards equanimity and fortitude. As we turn now to the Stoic principle of understanding the dichotomy of control, we will discover how distinguishing what we can control from what we cannot further strengthens our emotional resilience. Understanding the dichotomy of control is a foundational Stoic principle that can transform the way we approach life's challenges. At its core, this concept encourages us to focus only on what lies within our control and to accept what does not. Imagine you are in a situation where you are waiting for the result of a job interview. You have no control over the decision-making process, but you can control how you prepare for the next opportunity or how you manage your thoughts during the waiting period. This insight lightens your emotional load by helping you let go of what you cannot change, thereby reducing stress and anxiety. Implementing this perspective in daily life starts with first identifying the distinction between what you can influence and what you cannot. Try practicing this by making a simple list. On one side, jot down things that are within your control, like your responses or actions. On the other, note what is beyond your reach, like others' opinions or natural events. Reflect on this list whenever you feel overwhelmed. This routine builds awareness and acceptance, leading to a more serene mindset. By channeling your energy and attention towards aspects within your control, you cultivate a sense of empowerment and steadiness. As we continue to explore Stoic techniques, let us now turn to the art of acceptance, which further deepens our emotional resilience by teaching us to love our fate and embrace all that happens in life. The art of acceptance is beautifully encapsulated in the Stoic idea of amor fati, which translates to the love of one's fate. Picture standing at the edge of the ocean, watching the waves roll in relentlessly. You cannot stop the waves, but you can decide how to ride them. Similarly, life's events, many of which are beyond our control, unfold without waiting for our approval. By choosing to embrace these events rather than resist them, we cultivate a profound peace. Imagine this: after a long day, you find yourself stuck in traffic, a situation out of your hands. Instead of brooding over the delay, you decide to enjoy the extra time listening to your favorite music or reflecting on your day. This shift from frustration to acceptance transforms an otherwise stressful scenario into a moment of calm. The Stoics believed that by accepting reality as it is, we are not only preserving our energy but also building emotional resilience. This acceptance does not mean passivity or resignation. Rather, it is an active engagement with life, acknowledging that each event, whether joyful or challenging, is a part of our journey. By practicing amor fati, we learn to see obstacles as opportunities to grow and thrive. This mindset fosters an inner strength that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with poise. As we delve deeper into Stoic disciplines, the next focus will be on the discipline of desire, where we will explore how moderating our desires can further elevate our emotional well-being. The discipline of desire is a crucial Stoic practice that guides us in moderating our wants and needs. Imagine standing at a buffet table, overwhelmed by choices, each dish tempting your senses. In this moment, Stoicism teaches us to pause and reflect on whether indulging aligns with our true needs and ultimate goals. The Stoics understood that unchecked desires can lead to emotional turmoil, causing stress, disappointment, and even regret. By learning to manage these desires, we create space for a more balanced and peaceful state of mind. One powerful Stoic technique for moderating desires is to ask ourselves, what is necessary? This question encourages us to distinguish between what we truly need versus what we simply want. For example, when enticed by the latest gadget, we might consider if it adds real value to our lives or is merely satisfying a fleeting urge. Another technique is to practice gratitude for what we already have, shifting our attention from what is lacking to what is present in our lives. This mindset reduces the constant craving for more and ushers in contentment. Additionally, visualizing the potential consequences of yielding to certain desires can help us make more mindful choices. Picture the temporary pleasure of staying up late watching a show, weighed against the grogginess felt the next day. By being mindful of these outcomes, we can choose actions that align with our well-being. Through the discipline of desire, we foster an inner calm and emotional stability, which strengthens our resilience against life's inevitable challenges. As we move forward in our exploration of Stoic wisdom, we will now reflect on how daily reflection and journaling can become powerful allies in mastering our emotions, offering clarity and insight. Reflection and journaling are valuable tools in cultivating emotional mastery, serving as a bridge between our experiences and our inner understanding. Imagine ending your day by sitting quietly, a journal in hand, and reflecting on the events that transpired. As you write down your thoughts, you are not just recording the day's occurrences, but engaging in a process of self-discovery. This practice allows you to dissect your reactions and emotions, gently bringing clarity to what might have been a whirlwind of experiences. By reflecting on situations where you felt stress or happiness, you gain insights into the triggers and responses that shape your emotional landscape. Journaling gives you the space to explore these emotions, examining them in a calm and focused manner. Consider asking yourself reflective questions like, what did I learn from today's challenges? Or how did I respond to unexpected situations? These inquiries guide you towards a deeper understanding of your emotional patterns and how they align with your values. Over time, this practice not only enhances your self-awareness but also fosters growth by unveiling areas for improvement. It becomes a routine of gentle accountability, where each entry builds a narrative of your journey towards emotional resilience. Through daily reflection and journaling, you embark on a path of emotional refinement, carving out the capacity to face life's ebb and flow with grace. As we continue our exploration of Stoic strategies, we will now turn our focus to recognizing emotional triggers and how to respond to them with reason instead of impulse, further enhancing our emotional control. Emotional triggers and responses are crucial elements in understanding and mastering our feelings. We all experience moments where a sudden comment or unforeseen event sparks a strong emotional reaction. It could be the irritation from a missed deadline or the sadness from a friend's harsh remark. Recognizing these triggers is the first step in managing them. The Stoics teach us to approach these situations with reason rather than impulse, a powerful skill once mastered. Begin by observing any patterns in your emotional responses. Notice what commonly sets them off and consider why they have such an impact on you. This awareness is key to understanding the underlying beliefs or assumptions that might be fueling your emotions. Once you've identified a trigger, pause before reacting. Create a mental space to engage your rational mind. Ask yourself questions like, is this response helping me? Or what would be a more constructive reaction? By bringing reason into the equation, you allow yourself to respond thoughtfully and with intention. Another effective Stoic method is to use visualization. Picture yourself acting calmly and appropriately in response to a trigger. This mental rehearsal prepares you to handle similar situations with composure in real life. As an exercise, imagine someone cutting you off in traffic. Instead of letting anger take over, visualize yourself smiling and letting it pass, focusing on the fact that their actions do not define your mood. Through these strategies, you gain control over your emotional landscape, empowering yourself to choose responses that align with your values. As we move forward, let us delve into developing an inner dialogue, which can further enhance our ability to process emotions with clarity and calmness. Developing inner dialogue is a vital Stoic practice that involves fostering a constructive conversation with oneself. Imagine standing before a mirror facing an important decision, and instead of the cacophony of self-doubt or criticism, you hear a calm, reasoned voice offering support and clarity. This is the power of rational inner dialogue. It acts as your inner compass, guiding you through emotional storms with steady assurance. To cultivate this skill, begin by paying attention to your self-talk, the stream of thoughts that runs through your mind daily. Notice when it tends to veer into negativity or anxiety. The key is not to suppress these thoughts, but to question and reframe them. For example, when faced with a setback, instead of thinking, "I always fail," consciously shift the dialogue to, "This is a learning opportunity. I can try again with new insights." Practicing this shift can profoundly alter your emotional landscape. One effective exercise is to pause several times a day and tune into your thoughts. Identify any negative or irrational statements and gently counter them with logical and supportive alternatives. Consider keeping a journal specifically for tracking your inner dialogue, noting instances where you successfully reframed a thought and how it impacted your emotions. Another technique is to visualize a wise mentor or friend, someone you trust who would offer sound advice. Imagine what they might say to you in moments of doubt or stress, and incorporate this wisdom into your self-talk. Over time, these practices can build a robust, rational inner dialogue that steadily nurtures your understanding and calmness, empowering you to approach challenges with a balanced mind. As we advance in our exploration of Stoic strategies, let us now explore how practicing compassion and empathy can further enhance our emotional control by deepening our connections with others. Practicing compassion and empathy is a profound Stoic technique that encourages us to view others through a lens of understanding and kindness. Imagine being in a heated disagreement with a colleague. Instead of viewing them as an adversary, Stoicism teaches us to pause and consider their perspective, their circumstances, and their motivations. Compassion fosters a connection, reminding us that we are all fellow travelers facing our own challenges. By practicing empathy, we not only enhance our relationships but also gain greater emotional control. This understanding helps diffuse tensions and allows us to approach situations with a calm and open mind. The Stoics believed that seeing the larger picture of human interconnectedness helps us respond with patience and wisdom. Start by actively listening when someone speaks, seeking to understand rather than just reply. Notice how your emotional response softens when you genuinely consider what the other person is experiencing. Another approach is to practice putting yourself in their shoes, asking, "How would I feel if I were in their situation?" By doing so, we cultivate a sense of empathy that transcends our immediate reactions. Picture yourself speaking with a family member who expresses frustration. Instead of reacting defensively, you choose to listen and empathize, fostering a more productive and harmonious interaction. This empathetic engagement transforms conflicts into opportunities for growth and understanding. By fostering compassion and empathy, we not only enrich our emotional landscape but also build stronger and more meaningful connections with those around us. As we continue on our Stoic journey, let us now dive into facing adversity with courage, exploring how challenges can be seen as opportunities for growth and emotional development. Facing adversity with courage is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, teaching us that challenges are not just barriers but stepping stones for personal growth. Picture a moment when you encounter a significant setback, such as losing a job or facing a difficult personal decision. It is natural to feel overwhelmed, but Stoicism offers a powerful lens through which to view these adversities as opportunities for growth and learning. By embracing this mindset, we can transform how we approach life's obstacles. One effective Stoic strategy is to reframe challenges as catalysts for improvement. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or how can this situation make me stronger? This shift in thinking encourages resilience, allowing you to navigate difficulties with a sense of purpose and determination. Consider historical figures like Nelson Mandela, who endured decades of imprisonment yet emerged with greater wisdom and commitment to his values. His story epitomizes the Stoic belief that trials can fortify our character. Another approach is to cultivate a mindset of proactive preparation. Imagine preparing for a challenging conversation with a friend by anticipating possible reactions and considering how best to respond. This readiness strengthens your emotional footing, equipping you to handle adversity with poise. Additionally, visualize the person you aspire to become through these challenges, a version of yourself that is more resilient, wise, and compassionate. This visualization not only inspires courage but also guides your actions towards this ideal. By embracing adversity with courage, you harness the power to grow beyond your current circumstances, fostering an emotional resilience that prepares you for whatever life may bring. As we progress in our exploration of Stoic principles, let us delve into the practice of detachment and objectivity, which enables us to observe our emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Detachment and objectivity are key Stoic practices that empower us to navigate our emotions without being swept away by them. Imagine observing your emotions as if you were watching clouds pass by in the sky. By cultivating a sense of detachment, you allow yourself the space to recognize emotions without becoming entangled in their intensity. This perspective doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing your emotions, but rather acknowledging them from a distance. One effective technique for developing this detached viewpoint is to practice mindful observation. When a strong emotion arises, instead of reacting immediately, take a moment to identify the emotion and describe it to yourself. For example, say to yourself, "I am feeling angry right now," or "sadness is present." This simple act of labeling the emotion creates a pause, giving you time to process it without judgment. Another method involves imagining that you are an impartial outsider observing your own life. Picture yourself as a wise mentor, offering calm observations rather than emotional reactions. By stepping outside your immediate experience, you gain clarity and reduce the emotional charge. Additionally, engage in regular reflection to assess your emotional patterns. Ask yourself questions such as, "What triggered this emotion?" or "How can I respond more effectively next time?" This ongoing evaluation helps to reinforce your ability to observe emotions objectively. Over time, practicing detachment and objectivity strengthens your emotional resilience, allowing you to maintain balance even when life's storms approach. As we further explore Stoic teachings, let us focus on building emotional resilience, a practice that fortifies our ability to endure and thrive through life's challenges. Building emotional resilience through Stoic practices involves cultivating qualities like persistence, patience, and adaptability. Imagine a tree standing tall in the midst of a storm, its branches swaying but its roots firmly anchored. This image encapsulates the strength that comes with emotional resilience. To build this resilience, Stoicism encourages us to persist in our efforts, even when progress seems slow or obstacles appear daunting. By focusing on small, consistent actions, we can gradually develop this inner fortitude. Think of an athlete training tirelessly, day by day, each workout bringing them closer to their goal. Similarly, by embracing persistence, you train your mind to endure and overcome challenges with grace. Patience is another cornerstone of resilience, teaching us to accept that not everything will unfold according to our desired timeline. Picture the process of growing a garden where patience allows you to nurture each seed into full bloom. By practicing patience, you learn to wait with calmness, understanding that everything has its season. Adaptability, the final piece, empowers us to adjust our sails when the winds of life change direction. Imagine a sailor skillfully navigating unpredictable waters, making precise adjustments to stay on course. In life, cultivating adaptability helps you respond to the unexpected with flexibility and creativity. Integrating these stoic qualities into daily life builds a resilient mindset, enabling you to thrive despite adversity. As we continue to explore the wisdom of Stoicism, let's delve into the mind-body connection and how it plays a role in maintaining emotional control. Mind-body connection speaks to the profound interplay between our physical state and emotional well-being, a cornerstone in Stoic philosophy. Imagine a moment when you are feeling stressed and tense. Notice how your shoulders hunch and your breathing becomes shallow. Stoicism teaches us that by consciously modifying our physical state, we can positively influence our emotional condition. One practical exercise to harness this connection is controlled breathing. Picture yourself pausing amidst a hectic day, closing your eyes and focusing solely on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold your breath briefly, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this cycle a few times, allowing each breath to guide you into a state of calmness. This simple practice reduces stress and centers your thoughts, enabling clearer decision-making. Another aspect of the mind-body connection is posture. Imagine standing upright, shoulders back and head held high, embodying confidence even when you feel uncertain. Adopting this posture can alter your mood, enhancing both your confidence and composure. The Stoics understood that our physical actions can shape our mental state. By integrating controlled breathing and mindful posture into your daily routine, you cultivate a balance between body and mind, fostering greater emotional control. These practices offer a tangible way to access the calm and clarity intrinsic to Stoicism, grounding you in the present and equipping you to face challenges with a resilient spirit. As we continue our exploration of Stoic principles, let us now delve into the role of reason, understanding how rational thought processes can guide us in managing emotions effectively. The role of reason is fundamental to Stoic philosophy, serving as a guiding light in our quest to manage emotions effectively. Imagine encountering a situation that stirs strong emotions, like receiving unexpected criticism or facing an unforeseen obstacle. In these moments, the Stoic principle teaches that by engaging our rational mind, we can navigate the emotional turmoil with clarity and calmness. By focusing on reason, we distance ourselves from impulsive reactions and instead evaluate the situation with a clear, logical perspective. One effective technique to cultivate this rational approach is to pause and reflect before responding. Picture yourself in a heated debate, and instead of immediately retaliating with words, you take a moment to breathe and consider the facts objectively. This pause allows your rational mind to assess the intentions behind the words and formulate a considered response that aligns with your values. Another technique is to practice questioning your initial emotional responses. Ask yourself questions such as, what is the evidence supporting this feeling? Or, is there another way to interpret this situation? By examining the validity of your emotions, you open the door to alternative viewpoints and reduce the emotional charge. Additionally, the Stoics encourage the practice of self-inquiry, where you regularly review your thoughts and actions to ensure they are grounded in reason. Consider setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on moments when emotions may have overpowered rationality. By identifying patterns, you empower yourself to cultivate a more reasoned response in future situations. Through these techniques, reason becomes your steadfast companion, guiding you through emotional waves with wisdom and insight. As we continue this enlightening journey into Stoicism, let us now explore the practice of meditation and how it complements Stoic techniques in mastering emotional control. The practice of meditation is a powerful ally in complementing Stoic techniques for mastering emotions. Imagine finding a quiet corner of your space, sitting comfortably and closing your eyes to the world around you. This is the essence of meditation, a practice that allows us to tap into a deeper sense of peace and mindfulness. Incorporating meditation into your daily routine need not be complex. Begin by setting aside a few minutes each day. Find a moment to pause, whether in the morning before the day begins or in the evening when the world quiets down. Focus on your breath, following each inhale and exhale. As thoughts inevitably arise, gently acknowledge them and return your attention to the steady rhythm of your breathing. This practice fosters a calm state of mind, aligning perfectly with Stoic principles by encouraging presence and clarity. Another method is guided meditation, where you listen to a soothing voice directing your focus and relaxation. This can be particularly helpful for beginners or during moments of heightened stress. Visualize each breath as a wave of calm washing over you, cleansing away tension and worry. As you incorporate meditation into your routine, you will notice a subtle shift in your emotional reactions. By training your mind to remain anchored in the present, you build a foundation of resilience that empowers you to meet life's challenges with a composed and balanced energy. Through this practice, meditation becomes not only a momentary escape but a continual reinforcement of the Stoic virtues of tranquility and insight. As we delve deeper into the Stoic journey, let us now explore the benefits of building a Stoic community, where shared insights and mutual support further strengthen our emotional control. Building a Stoic community reveals a profound advantage in connecting with fellow practitioners who share your commitment to Stoic principles. Imagine joining a group of individuals who are on the same journey of mastering emotional control. Engaging with such a community opens the door to a treasure trove of shared insights and experiences. These interactions foster a deeper understanding of Stoic practices by allowing you to learn from others' perspectives and challenges. For instance, a fellow member might share how the practice of negative visualization helped them manage anxiety during a major life transition. Their experience can offer new approaches or reinforce concepts you have been exploring. In a Stoic community, support goes both ways. You have the opportunity to contribute your own insights and triumphs, enriching the collective wisdom of the group. This exchange creates a nurturing environment where emotional control is cultivated together. The encouragement and camaraderie found in such communities can also motivate you to persist in your Stoic practice even when the going gets tough. Picture participating in regular discussions or workshops where you explore Stoic texts and reflect on their application in everyday life. This active involvement solidifies your knowledge and fortifies your resilience as you see first and the positive impact of Stoicism in your peers' lives. Moreover, a Stoic community serves as a gentle reminder that you are not alone on this journey. It is a space where you find understanding and empathy, empowering you to approach emotional challenges with renewed strength. As we continue to explore the vast landscape of Stoic wisdom, let us now delve into developing self-awareness, an essential skill for recognizing and managing our emotions effectively. Developing self-awareness is a cornerstone in recognizing and managing our emotions effectively. Picture yourself with a clear mirror, reflecting not just your outward appearance, but the intricate layers of your inner world. Self-awareness acts as this mirror, offering insight into the subtle nuances of your emotional landscape. It is about understanding what triggers your emotions, how they manifest, and the beliefs that underpin them. With heightened self-awareness, you can navigate your feelings with greater clarity and intention, transforming emotional impulses into informed responses. To cultivate this awareness, begin with regular check-ins with yourself throughout the day. Pause and ask, what am I feeling right now, and why might I be feeling this way? By tuning into your emotions, you become attuned to the patterns of your responses. Another valuable exercise is the practice of mindfulness meditation, where you sit quietly and focus on the present moment. Notice your thoughts and feelings without judgment, simply observing them as they pass by. This practice fosters a non-reactive stance, helping you recognize emotions as they arise. Engaging in reflective journaling can also deepen your understanding of self-awareness. At the end of each day, jot down significant emotional experiences, noting the triggers and your reactions. This reflection not only enhances your emotional intelligence but also reveals areas for growth. Consider setting intentions at the start of your day to be mindful of a specific aspect of your emotional behavior, such as maintaining patience or expressing empathy. Throughout the day, observe how this intention influences your interactions and decisions. Over time, these exercises nurture a robust self-awareness, empowering you to manage emotions with wisdom and composure. As we progress in exploring Stoic techniques, let us now delve into understanding the impact of language on emotions and how choosing our words carefully can shape our emotional experiences. The impact of language on emotions is a fascinating aspect of Stoic philosophy that underscores the power of words in shaping our emotional experiences. Imagine a moment when you describe a situation as a disaster versus a challenge. Notice how the language choice instantly alters your emotional response. Language not only communicates our thoughts but also influences how we feel and react. Stoics teach that by being mindful of our words, we can manage our emotional landscape more effectively. One powerful strategy is to practice rephrasing negative statements into neutral or positive ones. For example, instead of saying, "I failed at this," consider saying, "I discovered a way that did not work." This subtle shift reduces the emotional weight of failure and encourages resilience. Another approach is to use language that emphasizes effort and growth rather than fixed traits. Replace phrases like, "I am not good at this," with "I am improving," highlighting progress and potential. This change in wording fosters a growth mindset, enhancing emotional resilience. Additionally, the Stoics encourage the use of deliberate language to frame experiences. Consider using descriptive words that reflect reality without exaggeration. By describing a minor inconvenience as exactly that rather than a catastrophe, you maintain control over your emotional response. Practice gratitude expression through language as well. Articulate what you appreciate in your life regularly. This habit shifts focus from what is lacking to what is present, cultivating positivity and contentment. Through these strategies, language becomes a tool that not only communicates but also shapes our emotional experiences, aligning them with reason and wisdom. As we delve deeper into Stoic practices, let us explore the understanding of impermanence and how embracing this concept can ease emotional suffering. Understanding the nature of impermanence invites us to reflect on the transient nature of all things, a core concept in Stoic philosophy. Picture a sandcastle at the beach, beautifully crafted yet vulnerable to the rising tide. Just like the sandcastle, all aspects of life, our joys, challenges, successes, and losses, are temporary. By embracing impermanence, we open ourselves to a profound sense of peace as we recognize that what is now will inevitably change. This acceptance reduces emotional suffering by reminding us that difficult moments will pass, just as joyful ones do. In everyday life, applying this understanding can transform our perspective. Imagine experiencing a heated argument with a friend. By recalling the transient nature of the disagreement, you allow space for healing and reconciliation, knowing that this moment does not define the entire relationship. Similarly, in moments of stress, visualize the temporary nature of your situation. Remind yourself that the discomfort is fleeting and does not diminish your overall well-being. Consider incorporating a practice of reflection at the end of each day. Acknowledge the events that unfolded, both pleasant and unpleasant, and recognize their impermanence. Express gratitude for the good and learn from the challenging, knowing that all contribute to your growth. By embracing impermanence, you cultivate a balanced view of life, where the ebb and flow of experiences enrich rather than overwhelm your emotional world. This perspective fosters resilience and wisdom, empowering you to navigate life's ever-changing landscape with grace and equanimity. As we continue our exploration of Stoic techniques, let us now focus on the value of temperance and moderation, exploring how these virtues can maintain emotional balance. Temperance and moderation are pivotal Stoic values that empower us to maintain emotional balance in our everyday lives. Imagine savoring a piece of cake, enjoying each bite without overindulging. This is the essence of moderation, where pleasure is appreciated yet not taken to excess. In Stoicism, temperance extends beyond physical desires, encompassing our emotions and actions as well. To practice this, begin by setting clear boundaries for yourself. Picture a situation where anger might flare. Before reacting, pause and assess the situation, asking yourself if a tempered response would lead to a more thoughtful outcome. This reflection helps you identify moments where restraint can prevent emotional extremes. Another technique involves mindful consumption, whether it is food, media, or social interactions. Consider what is truly beneficial and aligns with your values. Before indulging, pause and reflect on the long-term effects of your choices. By doing so, you foster a sense of control and contentment. Practicing moderation also means acknowledging the middle path in your decisions. In heated arguments, aim for dialogue rather than confrontation, focusing on solutions instead of blame. This balanced approach nurtures emotional harmony, reducing volatility and promoting understanding. Regularly engaging in reflection can strengthen your practice of temperance. At day's end, review instances where moderation served you well or could have been applied more effectively. This routine builds awareness and helps integrate these Stoic principles into daily life. By embracing temperance and moderation, you cultivate an emotional environment that is calm and measured, leading to greater well-being and resilience against life's challenges. As we continue our journey through Stoic wisdom, let us now explore the practice of letting go of judgments, revealing how this can free us from unnecessary emotional burdens and promote acceptance. Letting go of judgments invites us to release the mental weights we often carry when we evaluate others and situations harshly. Imagine the freedom of viewing a colleague's mistake without assigning blame or a stranger's rude comment without taking it personally. In Stoicism, the practice of letting go of judgments is akin to dropping mental stones that weigh us down. By releasing these judgments, we liberate ourselves from unnecessary emotional burdens, creating space for acceptance and understanding. Start by observing the judgments you make in your daily interactions. Notice when you label someone as difficult or a situation as unfair. These judgments often stem from preconceived notions rather than reality. By recognizing this, you can begin to detach from such thoughts, seeing people and events with unbiased clarity. Another effective technique is to practice empathy by putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Ask, what might this person be experiencing? This question shifts your perspective, reducing the instinct to judge and fostering a more compassionate outlook. Additionally, remind yourself that everyone you encounter is walking their own path, facing challenges you may not see. By accepting that your understanding is limited, you cultivate humility that tempers the urge to judge. Letting go of judgments also involves embracing the present moment as it is, without imposing narratives of how things should be. This acceptance reduces resistance, allowing you to respond to life with an open heart. As you integrate these practices, notice the lightness that accompanies a judgment-free mindset, where acceptance becomes your compass. This shift not only enriches your emotional well-being, but also strengthens your relationships as you engage with others from a place of genuine respect and understanding. As we continue our journey through Stoic wisdom, let us now delve into the importance of gratitude and how it can actively enhance our emotional control. The importance of gratitude, a core element in Stoic philosophy, highlights how this practice serves as a powerful tool for emotional control. Imagine waking up every day and acknowledging the simple joys in life, a warm cup of coffee, the laughter of a loved one, or the quiet moments of peace. Stoicism teaches that by focusing on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from what we lack, nurturing a mindset of abundance and contentment. This positive perspective helps cushion the emotional blows that life may throw at us, fostering resilience and stability. One effective method to cultivate gratitude is to maintain a daily gratitude journal. Each day, spend a few minutes writing down at least 3 things you are grateful for. These can be as simple as the beauty of a sunset or the kindness of a stranger. This practice not only enhances your awareness of the good in your life, but also reinforces the habit of focusing on positive experiences. Another strategy is to express gratitude to others, whether through words or actions. Take a moment to thank someone for their efforts or simply share your appreciation for their presence in your life. This expression not only deepens your connections but also elevates your own mood, creating a cycle of positivity and emotional balance. Additionally, try to reframe challenges as opportunities for gratitude. Even in difficult times, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Or is there something positive that can emerge from this experience? This reflection transforms obstacles into valuable lessons, further strengthening emotional resilience. As you integrate gratitude into your daily life, notice the subtle shift in your emotional state, a growing sense of peace and fulfillment that transcends momentary setbacks. This gratitude-centered approach aligns seamlessly with Stoic teachings, equipping you with the emotional fortitude to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and wisdom. As we continue to explore Stoic techniques, let us now turn our focus to the practice of forgiveness, understanding its vital role in releasing negative emotions and fostering inner peace. Practicing forgiveness is a profound Stoic practice that extends beyond forgiving others to embrace self-forgiveness as well. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with past grievances, regrets, and self-criticism. Stoicism teaches us that by forgiving, we can finally set this burden down, releasing negative emotions that weigh on our spirit. This act of forgiveness is not a sign of weakness or an excuse for wrongdoing, but rather a deliberate choice to free ourselves from the emotional chains that hinder inner peace. Start with forgiving others for perceived wrongs, understanding that holding onto resentment only harms your own emotional well-being. Consider the perspective that everyone, including yourself, is fallible and learning through life's journey. By letting go of grudges, you create space for compassion and growth. Similarly, self-forgiveness is crucial in Stoic philosophy. It involves accepting that mistakes are part of the human experience and choosing to learn from them instead of dwelling on them. Ask yourself, what can this teach me, or how can I grow from this? By reframing your past actions as lessons rather than failures, you foster a kinder relationship with yourself. Practicing forgiveness can also be supported through reflective journaling. Write about instances where you felt wronged or where you wronged others. Explore the emotions these events evoke and consciously choose forgiveness, visualizing the release of these negative feelings. Embrace the peace that follows, recognizing that forgiveness is a journey that strengthens your emotional resilience. As you integrate this practice, notice the lightness and clarity that forgiveness brings, allowing you to approach life with an open heart and a tranquil mind. As we continue to explore the transformative power of Stoicism, let us delve into the concept of living in accordance with nature, a principle that aligns our actions with the natural order and enhances our emotional well-being. Living in accordance with nature is a central tenet of Stoic philosophy, inviting us to align our actions with the natural order of the world. Imagine a river flowing smoothly along its course, embracing every twist and turn with grace. In the same way, living in harmony with nature can guide us towards emotional balance. Stoicism teaches us to recognize our place within the broader tapestry of life, appreciating the interconnectedness of all things. By observing the natural rhythms around us, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of our own emotional states. Consider the changing seasons and how they remind us of life cycles of growth, decay, and renewal. Similarly, our emotions ebb and flow, and acknowledging this natural rhythm can relieve the pressure to force constant happiness or suppress sadness. By accepting that emotions are transient, much like the seasonal changes, we learn to experience them without resistance. One practical approach is to spend time in nature, observing and appreciating its effortless balance. Whether it is a walk in the park or simply sitting by a window and watching the world go by, these moments of connection can offer profound insights into emotional regulation. Another aspect is to reflect on the interconnectedness of life. Recognize that just as each element of nature has its role, so do we. By fulfilling our responsibilities with integrity and compassion, we align our actions with the greater good, fostering a sense of purpose and tranquility. This connection with nature not only grounds us but also inspires a more harmonious existence, where emotions are guided by wisdom rather than being ruled by impulse. By embracing the Stoic practice of living in accordance with nature, we unlock a pathway to enhanced emotional health, resilience, and peace. As we continue our exploration of Stoic principles, let us now delve into the power of reframing thoughts, learning how to view situations from a more positive perspective to further master emotional control. The power of reframing is a transformative Stoic tool that empowers us to shift our perspective and view situations from a more positive angle. Imagine encountering an unexpected setback, such as missing a flight. Instead of succumbing to frustration, reframing allows us to see this as an opportunity for extra rest or time to explore a new area. This technique not only alters our emotional response, but also enhances our resilience by emphasizing the possibilities rather than the limitations. To practice reframing, start by identifying moments when you feel bogged down by negative emotions. Ask yourself, what is another way to look at this situation? For example, if you are facing a challenging task, instead of thinking, "This is impossible," consider reframing it to, "This is a chance to learn and grow." This small shift in perspective can transform your emotional experience from one of defeat to empowerment. Another effective exercise is to keep a reframe journal, where you document instances of negativity and actively work on reframing them. For instance, record a moment of disappointment and write down 3 alternative positive interpretations. Over time, this practice enhances your ability to view life's challenges as opportunities for personal development. Visualization can also aid in reframing. Picture yourself responding positively to situations that normally evoke stress, such as receiving constructive criticism. Visualize welcoming feedback as a valuable learning experience. By doing so, you prepare your mind to naturally adopt a more positive outlook in similar real-life scenarios. Through these techniques, reframing becomes a powerful tool to master emotional control, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and optimism. As we continue to delve into Stoic wisdom, let us next explore the balance between optimism and realism, discovering how this equilibrium supports emotional stability. Balancing optimism and realism is a nuanced Stoic approach that helps us maintain emotional stability by blending hopeful possibilities with practical truths. Imagine walking a tightrope where optimism and realism serve as your balancing poles, ensuring you remain steady and grounded. Stoicism teaches that by combining the hopeful outlook of optimism with the grounding nature of realism, we create a mindset that is both uplifting and resilient. To maintain this balance, start by acknowledging the positive potential in every situation while also being mindful of the facts at hand. For instance, when embarking on a new project, foster excitement about the possibilities but also prepare for potential obstacles. This anticipation allows for both enthusiasm and preparation, ensuring you are ready for multiple outcomes. Another technique is practicing gratitude alongside realistic assessments. Each day, take a moment to appreciate what is going well in your life, but also realistically evaluate any challenges you face. This dual perspective fosters emotional resilience by rooting positivity in a foundation of practicality. Engaging in reflective questioning can also enhance this balance. Ask yourself, what can I realistically achieve, and what positive outcomes can I strive for? By simultaneously considering what is achievable and the benefits of success, you align your efforts with both optimism and realism. Visualization exercises further reinforce this balance. Picture yourself addressing challenges with optimism while staying anchored in realistic expectations. Visualize a scenario where you remain hopeful about resolving a conflict, yet practical about the steps needed to reach a resolution. Through these techniques, you cultivate a balanced mindset that supports emotional stability, allowing you to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and composure. As we advance in our exploration of Stoic wisdom, let us delve into the practice of Memento Mori, which invites us to reflect on mortality and prioritize what truly matters in life. The Stoic practice of Memento Mori invites us to reflect on our own mortality as a profound tool for focusing on what truly matters. Picture yourself walking through a garden, each flower reminding you of life's fleeting beauty. Memento Mori, which means remember you must die, is not a somber admonition but a call to live fully and intentionally. By acknowledging the impermanence of life, we are encouraged to prioritize our time and energy toward what is genuinely important, cutting through the noise of trivial distractions. This perspective helps us break free from unnecessary worries and fears as we understand that our time is finite. Imagine a moment when you feel overwhelmed by daily stressors such as work pressure or social obligations. Memento Mori encourages you to step back and ask, will this matter at the end of my life? This question reframes your priorities, redirecting your focus to meaningful pursuits like nurturing relationships, pursuing passions, and contributing to the well-being of others. One practice to integrate Memento Mori into your life is through reflection. Take time each day to consider the inevitability of your own mortality. This reflection need not be morbid, but rather a gentle reminder to treasure each moment. Another approach is to use symbols such as a simple object or a piece of art that serves as a daily reminder of life's impermanence. By embracing Memento Mori, you cultivate a mindset that values each day as an opportunity for purposeful living, enhancing emotional clarity and resilience. As we continue to explore Stoic principles, let us now delve into the technique of confronting fear with rationality, discovering how logic can diminish the hold of fear on our emotions. Confronting fear with rationality is a fundamental Stoic approach that empowers us to diminish the grip of fear through the lens of logic. Picture standing before a shadowy figure in the dark. As soon as you shine a light on it, its looming presence fades. Similarly, by examining our fears with rational thought, we see them for what they truly are, often realizing they are not as daunting as they first appeared. The Stoics teach us to question the basis of our fears, inviting us to strip them of emotional exaggeration and focus on the facts. Begin by identifying the fear you wish to confront. Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen, and what evidence supports this fear? By dissecting the fear logically, you often find that the perceived threat is either unlikely or manageable. This analysis helps in putting fear into perspective, reducing its emotional impact. Another effective method is to visualize the situation you fear most, acknowledging its presence without judgment. Imagine facing a fear of public speaking. Instead of avoiding it, picture yourself delivering a speech with calm and confidence. As you mentally rehearse this scenario, your brain becomes accustomed to the experience, diminishing its intimidating nature. The Stoics also emphasize understanding what is within our control when confronting fear. Focus on actionable steps you can take to prepare for or mitigate the situation you dread. This proactive approach instills a sense of empowerment and reduces the feeling of helplessness. For example, if you fear failing an exam, concentrate on diligent studying and seeking help where needed. By channeling energy into what you can control, you build confidence and resilience, allowing rationality to guide you through fear. By integrating these Stoic techniques into your daily life, you transform fear from a paralyzing force into a manageable challenge, nurturing a mindset of courage and clarity. As we continue our exploration of Stoic wisdom, let us now guide ourselves to create a personal Stoic practice, combining techniques we have explored and tailoring them to meet our individual needs. Creating a personal Stoic practice begins with embracing the diverse array of techniques we have explored and thoughtfully tailoring them to suit your unique journey. Imagine yourself as an artist with Stoic principles as your palette, crafting a routine that resonates with your personal needs and aspirations. Begin by reflecting on which Stoic techniques have spoken to you the most. Is it the calming practice of negative visualization, or perhaps the transformative power of reframing thoughts? Identify a few key practices that align with your goals and integrate them into your daily life. For instance, you might start your mornings with a brief meditation, allowing your mind to center itself before the day unfolds. Consider dedicating a few minutes each evening to journaling, reflecting on the day's experiences and recording any insights gained. This reflection reinforces your commitment to growth and emotional mastery. Incorporate gratitude exercises throughout your week, such as listing 3 things you are thankful for each morning. This practice can shift your perspective towards positivity and abundance. Furthermore, engage in regular self-awareness check-ins, asking yourself reflective questions about your emotions and actions. This ongoing dialogue with yourself helps in maintaining clarity and intention. Remember, your Stoic practice should evolve as you do. As you experience different phases in life, adjust your routine to address changing needs and priorities. Perhaps you find that practicing compassion becomes more crucial during challenging times, or that focusing on temperance helps maintain balance amid abundance. Ultimately, the key is to remain flexible and open to the wisdom Stoicism offers. By crafting a personal Stoic routine that feels authentic and supportive, you empower yourself to master emotional control, navigate life's challenges with grace, and cultivate a fulfilling existence rooted in wisdom and resilience. As we conclude this section, let us embrace the idea that mastering emotional control through Stoic techniques is an ongoing journey, one of persistence, adaptability, and continual growth. The continual journey of Stoicism reminds us that mastering emotional control through Stoic techniques is not a destination but an enduring path of growth. Picture yourself on a winding trail, each step offering new insights and challenges to embrace. Stoicism teaches us that the practice requires persistence and unwavering commitment to apply its principles even when faced with adversity. This journey is about nurturing patience as you gradually weave Stoic wisdom into the fabric of your everyday life. It is about understanding that progress is not always linear and setbacks are simply part of the learning process. Adaptation plays an equally vital role in this journey. Imagine a sailor adjusting their sails to navigate changing winds. In the same way, practicing Stoicism demands that we remain flexible in our approach. As we encounter new experiences, our understanding of Stoic principles deepens, and we must be open to refining our techniques to meet evolving needs. This adaptability ensures that Stoicism remains a living, breathing practice, responsive to the dynamic nature of life. Cultivating a mindset of resilience allows us to embrace this continual journey, where each challenge and triumph offers a stepping stone to greater emotional mastery. Remember, the goal is not perfection but progress, an ongoing dance with Stoic teachings that enriches our lives with resilience and wisdom. As we embrace this journey, we pave the way for a more balanced and fulfilled existence, guided by the timeless principles of Stoicism. As we conclude this section, let us look forward to the next, where we will explore the collective power of these techniques as we wrap up our exploration of Stoic principles and their impact on emotional control. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic techniques, it is clear that each practice offers a unique pathway to mastering emotional control. From reshaping perceptions to embracing the power of reframing, we unlock new perspectives that transform how we experience our emotions. The art of acceptance, coupled with the discipline of desire, brings us into harmony with the present, while the practice of living in accordance with nature connects us to the rhythms of the world around us. Techniques like meditation and gratitude cultivate an inner tranquility, while the wisdom of Memento Mori invites us to cherish what truly matters in life. Together, these principles form a resilient framework that empowers us to navigate life's challenges with clarity and composure. As we integrate these Stoic teachings into our daily lives, they collectively enhance our ability to control emotions, leading to a more balanced and fulfilled existence. Let these techniques become your guiding compass, steadily steering you towards emotional mastery. I encourage you to embark on this journey with curiosity and perseverance, applying these practices to your unique experiences. And as you do, I invite you to share your stories and insights in the comments section below. Let us continue this enriching dialogue and grow together in wisdom and understanding. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Thank you for joining us on this Stoic journey.